6 receptions, over 60 yards. Tez Walker actually looked like the wide receiver we were looking for when we drafted him last season. It's time to talk about him and how he fits into this Ravens wide receiver room because he was the absolute showstopper on offense in this most recent game against the Cowboys. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, daily Ravens content. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I chose this topic today. I put it on the community section on a YouTube post saying video coming at about 7 p.m. Which should we talk about? I, put up a poll, talked about Jay Higgins, maybe Tez Walker, or some other UDFAs. You guys voted for Tez Walker. You got about 47% of the vote. I will probably talk about Jay Higgins tomorrow, but if you want me to talk about something else in the video, please comment it down below. There's always good suggestions from you guys coming. And we've got one more preseason game, and then it's the regular season, so it should be a lot of fun. But let's jump right into it. Let's talk about Tez Walker because Tez Walker is a really good wide receiver. And in that game, the first game against the Colts, he was unable to showcase his skill set. He didn't necessarily really get a lot of targets, but that was because the quarterbacks, they couldn't throw the ball. Like, it wasn't even like they couldn't even throw near him. Like, they couldn't even get the ball off. Like, they looked so bad. And so coming into the Cowboys game, it was like, okay, hopefully we can see something. Hopefully we can see the quarterbacks get the ball in the area of the receivers so that at least they have a chance to make plays. And Cooper Rush played in the first half, and he was finding Tez Walker. And Tez Walker was running just about everything you can ask for. He was running hitches. He was running out routes. He ran, double moves. That's kind of the big things that they were utilizing him on. And it was a lot of timing routes, and he was looking good. He was making contested catches, nothing up in the air, but contested, covered catches that he's making on outbreaking timing routes. And it was like, okay, this is someone that you can absolutely go to move the chains because he's getting just enough separation to be able to throw the ball to him, and he's got secure hands to actually bring it down. He also showcased a little bit of after the catch ability, not making anybody miss, not making, anybody fall down, not scoring 30, yard touchdowns after the catch. But we threw the hitch to him. He's able to catch it, bring it down, fall forward a little bit. That's something that we want to see out of our wide receivers because, unfortunately, Zay Flowers isn't a physical receiver after the catch. So when you throw him a quick hitch, if he's getting hit right away or, getting hit really quickly, he's more than likely not falling forward. And Rashad Bateman, that's not his game either. He's not a big fall forward guy. He's a maintain his momentum type of guy. He can absolutely give you after the catch work. We've seen it against the Dolphins. We've seen it plenty of times from him on slant routes and things like that. But in terms of the timing routes, falling forward and stuff like that, again, that's not Bateman's game. He's trying to avoid contact. He's struggled with injuries throughout his career. But Tez Walker looked fine. He looked comfortable with contact, comfortable coming out of the break. And comfortable on the scramble plays. He should have had a touchdown in this game when they were in the red zone. He ran a double move to the back corner and then made the guy, shifted inside when Cooper Rush started getting pressured. Cooper Rush steps up in the pocket, kind of, puts a little bit too much mustard on it, sails him in the back of the end zone, but it should have been a touchdown. He was open. Lamar Jackson hits him in that play. So good to see him do that. And it's like, it's kind of a bad thing, but it's also a great thing. It's a bad, great thing because he can clearly play. He can clearly be a player for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson can absolutely find him the football, and Todd Monken should be utilizing him. The problem is, man, we got a lot of receivers. Whether it's Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins, those guys are all going to be playing. Those are our top 3 wide receivers. They all do different things. They all do those things very well. They are going to play. But there's also other players that are going to play as well. LeJounte Wester will play. I fully expect him to be a gadget wide receiver for the Ravens this year. I don't necessarily want to limit him. I've talked about it. I feel like he's more than that. But based on the preseason games and what we've seen out of him, it looks like that might be the role that he's thrust into early on, but not wiping him out. So then it comes down to Tez Walker and Tylen Wallace, 2 different players. Tez Walker's more of the deep threat, Tylen Wallace more of a chain mover. But the way that they were utilizing Tez Walker reminded me of how they've utilized Tylen Wallace throughout his career with the Ravens. And Tylen Wallace has been really good after the catch, really good on those outbreaking routes, those third down chain moving situations, which maybe is a good sign for Tez Walker because they're putting him on those routes in the preseason. They're trying to get, a vision of whether or not he can do Tylen Wallace's role, and he looked very good doing it. The problem is, though, now Tylen Wallace might not be able to get opportunities, and Tylen Wallace is known as a playmaker for this Ravens team. He's been a playmaker for the last few seasons. Obviously, that Rams walk-off touchdown was immaculate, had a huge touchdown on the comeback win against Cincinnati Bengals, breaking a tackle. Like, it's going to be difficult to be able to get all these pass catchers the ball. The one thing that we do have to consider, though, is we're going to be missing a tight end to start the season, more than likely, with Isaiah Likely out with his injury. So we do have pass catcher spots available. Tez Walker will be getting the football. It will be exciting. I can't wait to see it happen. He will most likely play in the final preseason game as well because we want to get him reps. I want him to play because I want him to get the reps, right? Keep doing what you're doing. He missed a lot of last season. He missed a lot of his final season in college because of NCAA rules and regulations. This guy needs to get out, run some routes. Keep playing him in the preseason so that he can keep balling for us in the regular season and maybe into the postseason. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts. Is Tez Walker going to be getting a predominant role on the team, or is he going to be kind of stuffed on the back of the depth chart? I hope he starts playing. I hope he gets 5 to 10 snaps a game. I'd be really happy if he gets 5 snaps a game this year. And, five pass snaps, not run snaps, 5 pass snaps a game. I'd be really happy if he gets that because I think he could bring in a catch or two and, potentially get a big play because he's a deep threat. The problem is we don't have quarterbacks that can throw a deep ball in our preseason situation. Obviously, Lamar can throw the deep ball, so it should be a lot of fun when Lamar is there. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see all of you again.